Ma'am, subject plus present participle form of
Ashwant, I am not able to hear you well. I request you to repeat the tense rule.
ma'am, subject plus
Hmm.
present participle form of the verb.
Subject plus
Present participle form of the verb.
present participle means you are using an ing form, Ashwant. It is not possible for you to use a present participle form in simple present tense. 100 times I have told a verb has its four forms. First form, S or ES form and base forms are coming under the present form. D, ED, T forms are coming under the past form. Okay, and third form of the verbs are said to be the past participle form, and the last one is present participle form ending in ing form. So how can you make a sentence in continuous if this question is to make a sentence in simple present?
Ma'am, past.
I want the answer from Ashwant with examples.
Ma'am, subject
This is
plus
not first time
past
you are
participle
learning,
form of the
right?
verb.
From fifth standard onwards, right? Fifth onwards, you are learning the rule of tenses. And if it is not clear, means what are you doing at home? That is a question I can raise now. Ashwant, you repeat.
Ma'am, subject plus past participle form of the verb.
Again, you are saying past participle. Past participles are the third form of the verb. Ashwant, you look it here. See, Ashwant, if we have a tense form or if we have four forms, see, look it here. I am going to draw a box. I'm going to divide this box into 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? First column, present form of the verb. Okay? Second column for past form of the verb. Third column, past participle form of the verb. Okay? Last column, present participle form of the verb. And common example. Common example, the first word is, if it is right, right and rights are examples for present tense. Okay? And wrote is the past form of the verb rights. Okay? Written is the past participle form of the verb rights. Present participles are, the form is writing. Writing is an example and that is ending with ing. If your sentence is love, L-O-V-E, love and loves are the present form of the verb. Loved is the past form of the verb. Loved is the past participle form of the word. Loving is the present participle form. Okay? Suppose if your verb is cut. Okay? If your verb is cut, remember, cut and cuts are the present form. Cut is the past form. Cut is the past participle form and cutting is the present participle form of the verb. And last one, if your verb is come, okay, C-O-M-E, come. Come and comes are the present form of the word. Tell me what is the past form?
Ma'am, came.
Came is the past form. What is the past participle form?
Ma'am, came.
Come. Come. Come is the past participle form. Come and comes are the present form. Came is the past form. Come is the past participle form. And C-O, what is the spelling of coming?
Coming.
Ma'am,
Coming.
COMMI.
Double M or one single M?
Ma'am, one
Ma'am,
ma'am.
one
Only
single
one
M.
M.
Yes.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yes.
Very sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, coming. Clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a small space here. One more thing. If it is sing, sing and sings are the present form. Sang is the past form.
Ma'am,
Sung is the
ma'am, song.
participle form.
I'm
And
singing.
singing is the present participle form. S-I-N-G-I-N-G. Okay, singing. See, this is the structure of a verb. Remember, a verb has its four forms. Clear? A verb has its four forms. Am I clear? The first form of the verb is said to be the present form. Second one is said to be the past form. Third one is the past participle form. And fourth one is the present participle form. Everywhere, you look everywhere. Present participles are always ending in ing, children. Why are you not listening to this? See how it is written, past participle form. The third form of the verb is said to be the past participle form. Look at the past form. We are using only this past participle form to construct a sentence in perfect. It can be past perfect, present perfect, and future perfect. At the same time, second form we are using for constructing a sentence in simple past. Okay, now present tense, the first form of the verb. If the subject is singular, subject verb agreement. Just now you learned. According to the subject, it varies. If the subject is singular, you can use a singular verb, S or ES or IES form. And if the subject is plural, use the base form of the verb. That is supporting the plural subject, isn't it? So Ashwant, you tell me if the sentence is Ashwant writes a poem. Look at the structure of the sentence, Ashwant. Identify the finite verb, Ashwant.
Ma'am, writes.
Clear. Okay, so writes is the finite verb over here. Okay, I agree, writes. Okay, now try to frame your rule, simple present rule. Make it fast.
Ma'am,
What is Ashwant?
Ma'am, subject.
Okay, Ashwant is the subject of the sentence. Very good. Okay, so what is right? Which form? You learned 4 forms of the verb, isn't it? You have learned first form, present form of the verb, second form, past form of the word, third form, past participle form, and the last form is present participle form. Now look at the 4 forms and tell me where you can see the word rights.
Ma'am, present.
In the present form of the verb, isn't it? So how to make a sentence here? How to make a rule? Subject plus
Is.
uh,
Or.
uh,
Ma'am, subject plus. mm,
which form of the verb used here?
Present.
What is rights?
Simple present.
What is it? Please don't play with your headset.
Ma'am, is,
Uh.
or are.
I want the rule from you, Ashwant. I'm not asking anyone. I want you to tell me the rule of simple present tense. I've given sufficient examples. I have explained it with the help of 4 boxes. This is very simple. This you learned in 5th standard and 6th standard. Now you're sitting in 7th standard.
Ma'am, subject plus is, or are.
Uh-huh. See, look at the sentence here. Ashwin, you look at the sentence here. Have I used the word am, is, are here in the sentence?
No, ma'am.
Look at, observe the sentence. Have I used the word am, is, are anywhere in the sentence?
No.
Then how can you frame a rule with am, is, are? My question, Ashwant is the subject. You said correct answer. Okay. So what is rights?
Ma'am, present form of the verb.
Louder?
Present form of the verb.
Yeah, it is the present form. Look at here, Ashwant. Look at here. We have written present form of the verb. Right is the present form of the verb. So we are using, if you want to make a sentence in simple present, you should prefer only present form of the verb. Either base form or the S or ES or IES form. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me your rule. Subject plus?
Subject plus present form of the verb plus
Present form of the verb.
plus object.
Plus object. Okay, another sentence. Give me one example. Now, please don't look at the example written here. Here, with the help of this rule, please frame a sentence in simple present.
Okay, ma'am.
Ashwant,
Yes, ma'am.
don't Google.
No,
Don't search anywhere. You have the rule just in front of you. Look at the rule and frame your own sentence. Give me one example for a subject.
Ashwant is watching a movie.
Huh?
Ma'am, he knows to swim.
Devika,
Yes, ma'am.
you can see the rule of simple present tense, right?
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, frame a sentence in simple present.
I love to dance.
I love to dance. Okay, I love to dance, full stop. So I is the subject of the sentence, love is the present form of the verb, and to dance is the object over here. Clear? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me the rule. Harriet and Xavier, tell me the rule of present continuous.
Subject plus am or is or are plus
Am, is, or are. Okay, Harriet.
am is or are plus
Uh,
present participle form of the verb plus
Example,
I am going to school.
finite verb.
Am going.
Sri Lakshmi, present perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Present perfect.
Subject plus has or have plus past participle form to
Mm.
plus object.
Okay, example,
I have written a book.
I have written a book. Very good. So your finite verb.
Have written.
Excellent. So I am moving to the next person, Geetika. Geetika, please tell me rule of present perfect continuous.
Subject plus has or have plus
Mm.
been plus
Mm.
present participle form of verb plus object.
Okay, example.
He has been planting a tree.
Okay, and your finite verb.
Has been planting.
Very good. Zeba, simple past.
Ma'am, subject plus past form of the verb plus object.
Okay, example.
Ma'am, can you repeat it?
No, example.
Example, are you asking, ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, I ate an apple.
Okay, Vraza, past continuous.
Subject plus was or were plus present participle form of the verb plus object.
Okay, example.
He was eating a cherry.
Finite verb.
Was eating.
Okay, past perfect. Vaiga.
From subject plus had plus past participle form of the verb plus object.
Okay, example.
She had written a letter.
She had, right? She had written her letter. Okay, finite verb.
Had written.
Okay, next question. Ayan Muhammad.
Yes,
Ayan,
ma'am.
rule
Yes,
of past perfect continuous.
Subject plus had plus been plus present participle form of the verb plus object.
Okay, example. Very good. Example.
I had been singing a song.
So your finite verb.
Had been singing.
Very good. Thank you, children. So I told you to write 5 sentences. Okay, now let us talk about simple future. Okay, the rules right from simple future, children. So we have simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. There are 4 forms under or 4 rules under the future tense. Let us start from simple future. I know that you are all very familiar with the rule of simple future. Okay, rule of simple future. This is the rule of simple future, children. Okay, the rule says subject plus, it is future tense. You can see the presence of the modal auxiliary will or shall only in future. Okay, subject plus will or shall plus. See, it is a modal auxiliary verb. Remember, if you are using a modal auxiliary verb, after a modal, you can use only the base form of a verb. You cannot use S or ES or IES form. You cannot use DED or IED forms. You cannot use NEN or any other forms. Only base forms are accepted. So the rule is simple future tense. I think I have started recording. Am I not recording, children? Yes, recording.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am, you are.
okay. Okay, thank you. So children, look at here. Simple future tense, the rule for constructing a sentence in simple future tenses, subject plus will or shall. Will or shall are said to be the modal auxiliary verb. So we can use only the base form of the verb plus object. Subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb plus object. I will open. I will open. Open is the base form of the verb. Will open. I will open the door. So will plus base form of the verb indicates that this is an example for simple future tense. Okay. Will finish. You will finish. Okay, will, finish. Will shows the sentence is in future. Finish is the base form. So will, finish shows that this is simple future in form. Now we will see what we can do to help you. So here we will see, will or shall plus base form of the verb used. So will see is the base form plus will or shall form, modal auxiliary plus base form of the verb. So this is an example for simple future. Now look at the last one. It will rain tomorrow. So it, subject singular. There is no connection with singular subject and singular plural subject. Will or shall can be used with singular subject and plural subject. So anyway, you actually want to know about the difference between will or shall, isn't it? You're a bit confused. Ma'am, where I can use will, where can I use shall, isn't it? But children, remember there is
Ma'am,
no
both are
difference
same.
in meaning. Okay, there is no difference in meaning. You can use will and shall. And modern grammarians, they said, children, you can use will everywhere. Okay, if you want to give a command, if you are using for asking giving a promise, for threatening someone, and even for declaring a future activity also, will can be used everywhere. There is no doubt. But shall, limited senses, because shall can be used with the I, we, such cases, first person pronoun. Not always. Shall also can be used with second person pronoun, and it can also be used with a third person pronoun. Okay, but remember children, will is modern grammarians, they are stating that will is commonly accepted. Okay, shall, there is no meaning difference, but normally we are using shall with I and we. Okay, shall can be used first person pronoun I and we, first person subject pronoun I and we. But remember there is no meaning difference. Okay, will, it says, it talks about the same, and shall also it talks about the same. There is no meaning difference. So you can write I shall catch the ball, you can write I will catch the ball. There is no difference in I shall and I will usage. Okay, but limited only because shall can be limited. That is as per the older rule. Okay, as per the in old grammarians, we are using, or they are specifically indicating that we can use only, or we can use shall only with I and we. But now we started using shall with he and she, even they also. But remember children, that is limited. Commonly accepted as will. Okay, so if you are constructing a sentence in future, use will. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so will is most it is commonly accepted, it mostly accepted. So use will every time when you construct a sentence in future. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Clear? So what is the rule for simple future tense? I am just asking Amita Vinod. Amita, tell me the rule. Simple future.
Subject plus will or shall plus base form of a verb plus object.
Okay, example.
I will drink the milk.
I will bring the milk. What is the past form of the word bring?
I will drink.
Okay, if it is I will bring. My question, what is the past of the word bring?
Bought.
Bring is not bought.
Buy.
B-O-U-G-H-T, bought is equal to buy. The past form of buy is bought. Bring and brought. Okay, bring and brought. Okay, bring, past form is brought. Okay, so I will drink milk. Will drink. You are not writing drinks. You are not writing drinked.
Ma'am,
Right? There is no word in English called drinked. Right?
Excuse me,
Drank.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, bring past participle form is brought, right?
Yes. Past tense and past participle form bring is brought. Buy, bought, bring, brought. Okay. So children, listen. We are going to learn about the rule of future continuous today. I request everybody to look at it. The rule of future continuous. When we recollect or just revise, when we touch the part called present continuous, you can see that we are using am, is, or are with present, right? And instead of am is, we are using was. Instead of are, we are using were in past tense, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Past continuous, isn't it?
Yes.
So, as you all know, these are the forms derived from the verb be, isn't it? So, be is the base form of am, is, are, was, were. Agree?
Yes, agree.
Agree? So, this be form that we are using here to frame a sentence in Future continuous. Remember, as I have told you earlier, will or shall is a modal auxiliary verb. By rule, after will or shall, the modal auxiliary, we can use only the base form of the verb. So why be? Because be is the base form of the verb. Am, is, are, was, were. Am, is, are we have used in present continuous. Was or were we can use in past continuous. So what is the base form? Be is the base form. So be can be used after will or shall before framing a sentence in future continuous. Then you can use the present participle form. See, otherwise it is not possible. By rule, it is not correct to use present participle after will or shall. So what can be fitted? Base form can be fitted after modal auxiliary. So be is the base form of the verb. So we can use subject plus will or shall plus be plus present participle form. After modal, I have used the base form of the verb. Then comes the continuous form or the present participle form. Okay, so now the sentences. Will shows the sentence is future. Be shows this. Be singing shows that this is continuing. So future continuous tense. Clear? So will be singing is the finite verb over here. Am I clear?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Should I repeat?
No, ma'am.
No,
It's
ma'am.
clear.
Okay, now look at the second sentence. Will you be bringing your friends to the party? Will you be bringing? I have inserted, as this is a question, will you be bringing? I forgot to put a question mark. So, will you be bringing your friends to the party? Okay, if this is a question, normally the structure of the question is auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb, right? What is it?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you once again repeat?
What is the structure of your question? If there is any WH word, you are using WH word. Okay. What
Yes.
is auxiliary verb? Or what are? Then comes subject, you, doing, present participle form, right? So what is it? What is the question word? If what is not there, we have to begin a question with an auxiliary verb, right? Are you doing this? Okay, are you doing this? Okay, so look at here, the structure is auxiliary verb plus subject and comes the main verb, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ma'am.
So will be bringing is the finite verb here. See here, you is the subject. Am I clear?
Clear, ma'am. Ma'am, so we do we have to note down it with our with this formula?
If it is time, you can note down all the future content. Rule and its examples can be noted. You can save time. Okay,
Ma'am,
now,
not that, ma'am.
look
About
at the
the
third
quiz.
one. He will be coming to visit us next week. He will be coming to visit us next week. Will be coming. Will be coming. Will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb. Will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb. Will be coming. Okay, so he will be coming to visit us next week. He will be coming to visit us next week. Will be coming is the future continuous form. Will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb. So once again, tell me the rule of simple future.
Ma'am,
Steve,
Ma'am, subject
rule of
plus
simple future.
okay, ma'am. Subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb plus object.
Subject plus will or shall plus base form of the verb plus object. Example.
I will clean my room.
Okay, Ashram Krishna, rule of future continuous.
Subject plus will or shall be plus
Could you please repeat from
present.
the beginning, Ashram?
Okay, ma'am. Subject plus will or shall be plus present perfect
Will or
plus
shall? Will or shall
object.
after will or shall?
Plus B
Plus
plus B
spelling?
B
B.
BE.
Okay. I heard it as been. That is why. Sorry. Okay, Ashram?
and B plus present participle of the form plus object.
Present participle of the form or present participle form of the verb. What is it?
Plus object.
Could you please repeat the rule?
Ma'am, subject plus will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb plus object.
Excellent. Example?
I will be absent tomorrow.
You will be absent. Is it a correct sentence? You said you will be absent tomorrow, right? So I'll write the sentence on the board, Ashram. You said, ma'am, I'll be absent tomorrow. I won't come. Okay. I will be absent tomorrow. Okay, I said you to frame a sentence in future continuous. And the rule you said, I can use subject. Okay, you said the rule. You'll repeat, Ashram. Tell me the rule.
Ma'am, rule
Future continuous rule.
future continuous. Subject plus
Subject
subject
plus
plus will or shall
will or shall
plus
plus
be plus
be plus
be plus present participle of the
present participle
of the
participle form. Not of the form of the verb
plus object.
Okay, this is your rule. Now you look at the sentence you said. Okay, observe the sentence you said. You said subject, okay, it is here. I is the subject of your sentence. You said will or shall, okay, it is here. You have used will. You said be, okay, it is here. What about present participle form of the verb? Have you used a present participle form of the verb? Remember, a present participle form, it is always ending in ing, isn't it? Look at everywhere. Loving, cutting, coming, singing. Where is the present participle form used in your sentence, Ashram? Identify the present participle form in your sentence. I think the present participle form is absent here. You said you will be absent tomorrow, but here in the sentence, the present participle form is not present. It is absent. So how to frame a sentence?
Tomorrow.
No. Start from I, subject.
I.
Don't look at the sentence. Frame your own sentence with the rule. I will be
absent.
No, we want the present participle form. Remember, present participle forms are always ending in ing. I will be. You don't know any ing forms in the world?
Reading.
I will be reading
book.
My book. Okay, so you got subject plus will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb plus object. Clear? I will be reading
my book.
My book. Okay, I will be reading my book. Look at the formula now. You have used subject plus will or shall plus be plus present participle form of the verb plus object. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now let us talk about present future perfect. Okay, it is perfect. It is future perfect. So if it is future, remember modal auxiliary will is required, and future perfect. All the perfect tense, you can see the usages of has, have, and had, isn't it? If it is in present perfect, in the present perfect, you cannot that we have used has with the singular subject and have with the plural subject. Okay. In the past tense, past perfect, you can see that we can use only had for singular and plural subject, right? But in future, we are using this have form after the modal auxiliary. Okay. So as it is a modal auxiliary verb, we cannot use any other forms other than this have forms, because have is the base form of has, have, and had, isn't it? So look at the rule, children. How to frame a sentence in future perfect. Okay. See, we should begin our sentence with subject. It is future, so will or shall can be used here. It is a modal auxiliary, no other choice. Have is the base form, and this shows that this is perfect. Okay, then comes the past participle form of the verb plus object. Look at here, children. I, subject, Will or shall. Will shows this is future. Have is the base form because will is the modal auxiliary verb, and after have we have used the past participle form. Okay, eaten. Okay, eaten is the past participle form or the third form of the verb. So will have eaten is the finite verb here. Will have eaten is the finite verb here, and this shows that the given sentence is an example for future perfect. Clear? Am I
Yes,
clear?
madam.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, look at the second example. I will have cleaned the house. So I, subject, will shows the sentence is an example for future. Okay, will, I will future, have, base form of the verb, and cleaned, past participle form of the verb. So will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb is used. Okay, so this is an example for future perfect. Clear?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
will have cleaned is the finite verb. Okay, now look at the third sentence. I will have spoken. Okay, I will have spoken. Will is the modal auxiliary, have is the base form, spoken is the past participle form of the verb. So will or shall plus have plus spoken. Clear? So will have spoken is an example for future perfect because will shows this is future, have is coming after because this is a perfect tense, spoken is the past participle form. So will have spoken as the future perfect example. Will have spoken. So this is an example for future perfect tense. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Last example. Look at the last example. The fireflies. What is a firefly, children? Are you familiar with fireflies?
Ma'am.
What is a
Yes, ma'am.
firefly? I have heard of housefly, simple fly. Okay, but what is this firefly?
What is firefly, ma'am?
It has light at the back.
Light at the back.
Ma'am, in
So what is
Malayalam.
it?
ma'am. A green color.
What is it actually? Is it a light at the back actually?
Ma'am, can I say
glows.
that it is
No,
called-
ma'am.
Glow. So what is it actually at the back? You know what is the reaction? Some reaction, chemical reaction is happening at the back of a firefly. So ask your chemistry teacher, ask your science teacher in the next class how the fireflies light in the nights. Okay, so you will get an answer. I cannot solve that because I am not a science teacher to give you the details of all such thing. There is an action happening. No, you are familiar. No, we are all familiar. The horror stories and all. During the midnight time, if you go into a cemetery, you can see fire. Okay, fire in the cemetery, right? Now you are familiar all these horror stories, right? What is it called? Why fire occurs in a cemetery? Are the ghosts there and lighting the lamp and dancing?
No, ma'am.
Then why? What is the scientific, the scientific, reaction or a chain of action which is happening there at the cemetery? You know, human bones are made up of calcium and phosphorus, isn't it?
Yes.
So there, phosphorus, it grasps. I don't know. I am not able to explain it. So I'm stopping here the science class, and I request everybody to get the correct details about this phosphorus reaction from your science teachers. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if you have your parents with you there, then at home, soon after the class, you can run towards them and can ask, ma'am,
Sure, ma'am.
Amma, oh father, what is this? Why a firefly is glowing at night time? What action is happening? If they are with a science background, better than me, they can explain. I'm not going to teach you anything wrong. Okay, so ask your parent, ask your science teacher, and ask the reaction which is happening at the back, and ask them why at midnight time at cemetery also this fire pop up. Okay, because this phosphorus is actually getting heated up, and when it cools down suddenly it burns. So I'm not here a person to give you science things, so please discuss with your science teacher. Okay,
Okay,
for
ma'am.
A session students, you can add your knowledge. Okay, A session students, even Nia Nelson, your amma is a nurse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can ask now. Okay, once the class ends, you can go and rush towards your mother and can ask her, Amma, why this is happening? So she can give you a detailed description. Okay, so children, so we are going to stop here and ask your parents and clear everything from them. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next class. By heart all the rules, children.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
see you all the very best for your exam.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.